Most brands waste thousands of samples with creators that do not get results. I'm going to show you exactly how we use Calidata and Fastmoss to actually get results for brands relatively quickly and not make brands feel like they're actually gambling their samples away on creators that may or may not perform and often don't. This is the same process I use to build out my roster of 14,000 amazing high GMV creators, and it also helps brands like Natural Rems, Natural Stacks, Clean Nutra, and Xena Nutrition to scale on TikTok Shop in 2025. So if you want to stop wasting money on bad creators and actually get results quicker, here's the strategy that I use. Most brands are selecting creators through seller center outreach and just reaching out to creators and hoping that some of them will actually work together. The problem is for most brands, they're just not able to actually get the creators and get these results because most creators that are actually successful are not going to work with the new brands on TikTok Shop, even if they are paying well, simply because they already are working with amazing brands that are really easy to sell products with, such as Goli and many others. So because those brands are crushing it, they're not going to necessarily want to work with these new brands that don't have that same momentum and likelihood of seeing sales quickly. Brands need to understand that if they make a very clear, compelling offer to creators, they are going to be able to get them on board. And that's as simple as talking about the product, why it does well, who it's worked for before, and how much the brand is willing to pay for good content and working together long term. I was at a South by Southwest TikTok Shop event and I was talking to this creator. She pulls out her phone, shows me thousands and thousands of messages from brands reaching out to her, trying to work with her, and I'm looking at this and you can just clearly see that these brands do not know what they're doing. Poorly worded messages from oftentimes Pakistan or other non-American countries where the English is bad, the messages are not well phrased, it's low trust, it's not going to get good creators on board. Even meh creators, the mid ones, aren't even going to come on board if the outreach message doesn't make any sense. Clear value proposition, why the product is crushing it already, who it's working for, how much the brand is willing to pay, get that person in a Discord community or WAP or community or WhatsApp community and get them products in hand and start actually pushing orders. This is all it really takes right now. When it comes to actually finding good creators, you can actually be doing this on Calidata and Fastmoss. And so what I recommend is literally just going on here and starting to scrape good creators info from Calidata. Okay, so let's say I'm making a gummy and I want my gummy to compete with the best creatine gummies on the market. So I can go to Fastmoss, search up creatine gummy, and I can just find ones that are doing well. So I found this Walla creatine. All right, 3K GMV, doing pretty good, 300K made in the last month. I can literally go here and I'm already finding good creators. All of these creators are qualified and have GMV 200K plus. Are you kidding me? It's this easy to find creators? That's crazy. So this is somebody that I can just look up on TikTok, DM them, or reach out to them here, right? And you can do this on Fastmoss. So you can literally reach out to them through these apps, find top creators with the product that you want to work with, and it can be that simple. Now, brands that are not doing Calidata Fastmoss to find good creators are not going to have the best creators right now. They're not going to be able to move as quickly. And so I have 14,000 creators on my roster. I found them through outreach. I found them through Seller Center. I found them through Yuka. I found them through Calidata, Fastmoss, Discord communities. I've done every way. My thing is, for brands that are new to TikTok, the way to do this quickest is going to be through Calidata, Fastmoss, scraping info, reaching out to creators that way. But all the ways work. And especially for brands that are scaling, they don't only need to use Calidata, Fastmoss. At that point, definitely be utilizing creator communities, definitely be utilizing agencies, working hand in hand with the good ones, the qualified ones, can actually help brands scale profitably. But really, the key there with working with agencies is making sure that the brand stays profitable. That becomes a little bit more difficult, and that's something I can talk about more. Comment below if that's something you want me to talk about more in a future video, how to stay profitable while working with agencies or just working with experts in general on TikTok Shop and how to find real experts. But the big thing for random creator outreach is that random creator outreach just fails for brands on TikTok Shop most of the time. It's just really stupid. It just doesn't work well. It's going to be a little bit more complex than just texting people on Yuka AI or TikTok Shop Seller Center. And that is not a scale, right? Like that can work, but it's just so hard to get right. I'm not saying don't do it, like do it for sure, by all means, it can work, but it's just going to be less efficient than finding the people through Calidata, Fastmoss, and social media, organic social media, frankly. So I just showed you how to use Fastmoss. Now let's talk about the outreach strategy. What is the outreach approach that actually works for TikTok Shop? The big thing that's going to be key with outreach is obviously have a very clear message, and I think people know exactly what that means. I don't think I need to give an example even. A good outreach message should be just a good outreach message. Hi, here's our brand. Here's what we're doing. We're looking to work with good creators. Speak English. Speak clearly. Talk about how well the brand is doing. We're happy to compensate creators once they get us results. We're looking to work with creators long term, paying retainers, and I would say a good retainer pricing, let's say at 1,000 for 30 videos, pretty normal monthly rate. And then put them in your Discord, your WhatsApp, or your WAP community, right? You want to be able to have that communication once they request a sample to actually get content up off the ground and going forward consistently. Also, another just random note, because I think some brands actually forget to do this. Have creators submit their W-9 if you're US based. Get them to submit their W-9. Get that information from creators before you pay them. That way you just make sure you have that info saved in case communication ever drops off in the future. This is just like a random side note, but totally recommend this just to make sure you're good with taxes, good with the US government, all that stuff later down the line when tax season and all that stuff happens. All right, what's the business impact of finding good creators? So we've done this a lot of times recently, and using my actual creator acquisition system, I was able to add $16,000 GMV for Clean Nutra and $18,000 GMV for Xena Nutrition with just one creator that I matched with them with this strategy. And so the real thing here is have each creator make at least 15 to 20 videos, if not 30 videos per month, have them be highly motivated, use Fastmouse and Calidata to find great creators like this and work with them. And then as you can see that we use WhatsApp for communication, it's really easy. And ultimately, I think it works a lot better than Discord at the moment. And it's what I like to use, but I'm not going to like hate on Discord, not going to hate on WAP. Like all these things are great. And so at the end of the day, the system is super doable, super easy, and really like the best easy way to do this right now. And like you can use AI as well. So it's like not insane. All in all, you got to stop sending samples to creators that are not able to get you results. Calidata and Fastmouse help you identify creators that are actually able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in GMV. Our average creator in our roster makes $15,600 GMV every single month. When you're reaching out to creators that are already making high GMV with similar products to yours, you're not gambling anymore. You're actually able to use a plug-and-play system to get results for your brand. This is exactly how I was able to help Natural Rums get 103% ROI on TikTok Shop. I was able to help Clean Nutra add tens of thousands of dollars in GMV, Xena Nutrition as well. And we're using the system to help a ton of brands right now. We've already had 1,000+ people actually get access to this system, and I think a lot of people are getting some benefits from it. If you want to work with us to implement this system into your brand and actually scale your brand on TikTok Shop this year, click the first link in the bio below to apply to work with us. And I'll see you in the next video.